About how wrong they were, but not Mackey and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackey and Judd.
Gentlemen, welcome in to the only segment in I don't think it's just in sports talking head content. It's in all of talking head. I don't think there's any political commentary people that actually make predictions and hold each other accountable. I think we're the only ones. I think we are the trendsetters nationwide.
I thought Fox News did that.
No, they don't.
QAnon?
The Judge? Okay.
CNN doesn't.
Maybe.
MSNBC doesn't. I can tell you that
CBS?
for sure. CBS. Evening News. I'm Dan Rather.
Seven
shouty shoulders, shot of my Chevrolet. I'm Southern Settlement Quarters.
I'm Dan Rapp.
I love to lick a lemon lollipop and a Lilyhammer.
I really hope the dozen people who watch Family Guy as much as Phil and I do caught all those jokes.
So
Seth MacFarlane, man.
This is Write That Down. We'll explain how it works in just a second, but this episode of Write That Down is powered by our friends at Dennis Kirk. They're back. Dennis Kirk was
Dennis Kirk.
Love
Good to have you
ourselves,
back.
Dennis Kirk.
Love it.
So if you're I know there's a lot of people that A, love to just get out and enjoy weather, but B, like to ride, who listen to SKOR North and Mackey and Judd. So whatever you ride, whether it's a motorcycle, a sport bike, cruiser, whatever, you'll find what you need at DennisKirk.com. 160,000 parts and accessories in stock, clothing and helmets. Before we should dress Judd up like a biker.
Can I get golf gear and biker gear?
Golf gear up top and maybe some chaps down low for you?
Well, whatever works.
I need the sidecar. If Judd's getting a motorcycle, I need the sidecar because I'm built for the sidecar.
I saw a guy, I'm not joking, on 394 going home yesterday who had the sidecar.
Yes.
I've never seen a bike with a sidecar go so fast in my life.
Nice.
Yeah. That sounds like a blast. I'm here for that.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
So
go,
Dennis
John, go.
Kirk, order before 8 p.m. and they ship the same day. Shipping is free for orders over $89. Truly the best in the business. DennisKirk.com. Everything you need for your ride at DennisKirk.com. The bad news for you guys is I now have a sound bar.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
But the good news is, remember the clips that went missing in the Zeta system for us internally?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Old Macadac found them.
Oh.
Write that
Hey. All
down. I
right.
don't have a pencil. Well, remember that. Dan.
That's some
We got-
sleuthing.
We got that going for us. So here's how Write That Down works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We keep track of batting averages and home runs. And if you want to be part of the segment, you can send a DM to me or Declan on Twitter, at Phil Mackey or at Dex's Tweets, and we'll get you scheduled in. Our DMs are open if you want to rip us or if you want to be part of the segment, whatever. Even if we don't follow you, our DMs are open. Let's start with the reigning, defending batting average and home run champion, Judd Zulgad. Now, you had one thing come off the board, but I just want to point out another thing that is lingering right now. So the thing that came off the board for you is you said Alex Killoff will not begin the 2021 season with the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, that
You're
was a
correct on
slam.
that.
That was a slam dunk.
We'll talk about that here at some point.
Slam dunk.
You also predicted Kyle Rudolph will sign with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, ordinarily that would come off the board because he
We got
signed with the Giants,
we got
right?
problems, don't we? We got problems with Big Blue.
Apparently, I think they reported today that he did sign the contract just like within the last hour. So I think it sounds like he's okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me check here on that.
Yeah, let's make sure before we... Oh, no, don't do that buzzer yet. Let's make
So
sure.
what was the deal? That they found out that he had his foot injury was worse than thought or something?
Yeah. So Garofalo reported just 10 minutes ago, actually. He'll soon have surgery on his foot. The medical issue that raised a flag in the physical will be addressed. Team honors the contract it agreed to. Contract is signed. Rudolph
Okay.
will be ready for week.
All right, that's fair then.
So
the buzzer is fair.
How do you think the team feels about that?
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on a
damage
second.
good
So he had this foot problem. He needed surgery, and the Vikings didn't have him go get the surgery?
And he didn't
Seems
tell
odd.
the Giants? Seems odd all around.
The whole thing seems odd. Anyway, all right.
All right. I had a bad week. I told you guys the Wolves would win 2 of their next 3. That stretch of 3 games started with the Wolves beating the Suns, down 15 points in the third quarter. So
You were
I
in good
just
shape.
needed them to beat one of the next 2 teams. They were
OKC
playing
on Monday
Oklahoma
night.
City. Couldn't get it
Yes,
done.
with nobody.
I said 15 seed Iona will upset 2 seed Alabama. They gave it a run. But
On 15 seed.
and then I said the next Gopher basketball coach would be either Brian Dutcher or Nico Medved, and that was also incorrect. Listeners, a bunch of stuff came off the board. All 3 of AJ's came off the board. So we'll start with Dustin. He said the next Gopher men's basketball coach is going to be either Nico Medved, Craig Smith, or Dennis Gates for the upcoming season. That was wrong. AJ said the Wild would win 3 of their next 4 games. That was wrong. AJ also said a 5 seed or higher will get upset in March Madness first round. We had all kinds of those upsets. But he said a verified Twitter user would tweet that would say that Duke would have beat such and such team.
I love that prediction, though.
So I literally last night, I went through for like a half hour. I combed through Twitter. I searched Duke upset, Duke March Madness. I searched Duke tournament. And nobody that I could find with a verified account chirped about Duke. So.
Oh, man, he came in too hot.
That would have been a home run, though, if you got it, because that's very specific.
Oh, it's good, yeah. Too hot.
But then AJ did say Anthony Edwards would score at least 30 points in one of the next 3 games. He dropped a 40 burger against Phoenix.
Nice.
That's good. Way to go, AJ.
So AJ on the board on behalf of the listeners. Declan, you had nothing come off the board this week. So current batting averages and home runs, Judd, that actually is 500 now because we're accounting now for the Kyle Rudolph prediction. So 501 home run. Declan, 429 with a home run. I'm down to 235 with no home runs. Listeners at 174 with no home runs. Career statistics, Judd with 153 career hits and 9 career home runs. I have 116 career hits and 10 career home runs. Listeners, 92 hits and 9 bombs. Declan, 43 hits and 3 home runs. Should we get our guy Jake?
Write it down. You like writing things down.
From State Farm in here.
Nice hoodie. I love the hoodie, Jake.
What's up, Jake?
Hey, how's it going?
Are you swinging for the fences? Are you dropping down bunts? What's your game plan here?
I think I have one for sure. That'll probably be a home run, and then I'm gonna try to get a couple singles so we can raise the bag average a little bit.
Sounds
like
good.
it,
Yeah, I
Jake.
feel like the listeners are just perpetually in that Adam Dunn range, just like below 200, swinging for the fences. We'll see if Jake can change that. So we're going to go Jake, Judd, Declan, back to me, Phil. We'll make 3 trips around the room. Lead us off, Jake. Let's hear it.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
For my first one, I'm gonna put that the Vikings will acquire a second round pick in this year's draft, whether it's via trade on draft day or sometimes before, but they will acquire a second round pick.
Okay.
I'm just doing more thinking on this Orlando Brown Jr. trade stuff. I would honestly, if the Vikings gave up a first and one of their thirds or a fourth, and they just got back Orlando Brown Jr. and Baltimore's second round pick. I know people are talking about a first round pick swap. I would do it for a second round pick swap. I would do that trade just to solidify left tackle. So I know Rick is probably glued to this show on a daily basis. So Rick, if you're watching or listening, just make the trade, plan the parade, buddy. Make the trade, plan the parade.
Going back to the Twins theme.
God.
All right, Judd, you're next.
Off what Jake said, I'll give you this instead.
Oh, boy.
The Vikings will sign a left tackle before the draft, a free agent. To be specific, the Vikings will sign a free agent left tackle before the draft.
What percentage of this is just you speculating versus Judd Zulgad, former lead Vikings beat writer?
I will never reveal what I might or might not know. That's not part of this plan. I have no obligation to. There's no ethical issue of write that down. The Vikings will sign a free agent left tackle before the draft.
He gave me crap off the mic as we were getting ready to write that down for my sources, and now here comes Judd with a little they'll sign a left tackle before the draft. Okay.
I've done. You know what?
So,
You know what?
All
I
right.
deflect. That's an art of deflection. I give you
I'll give you
crap
that.
to deflect it from myself.
I'll give you that. I'm trying to learn the art of deflection. I'm trying to get there. I'll get there, baby. I'll get there.
Write that down as a nasty, ruthless game, Declan.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I think I've been
like poor
screwed
Jake
the most
here.
over the
Poor
last 10
Jake,
months.
he has stepped into a hornet's nest of predictions.
Yeah.
We're going to find out later that Judd has been a certified NFL agent starting in like January. Complete conflict of interest.
Write that down.
All right, back to Declan.
All right, first prediction for me. Jake Layman will be traded by the NBA trade deadline. Jake Layman will be traded by the NBA trade deadline.
You know, honestly, like I'm hard on Jake Layman. He's a valuable player as like the 4th guy off your bench. Like if he's like coming off the bench and playing 17 minutes, I'm in on Jake Layman. Too much of Jake Layman, not always a good thing. All right.
Right.
That's so true. That is so true.
It's not his fault. It's
Too much candy, not a good thing. Just like Jake Layman.
Write that down.
All right, write this down. I'm gonna say the same thing Declan did, just in a different way here. The Wolves will trade Ricky Rubio by the trade deadline. I feel like the things that lured Ricky Rubio to Minnesota are all gone. Right, the hope of Ryan Saunders was 1A and B, and he's gone, and then the hope of playing with D'Lo and helping to mold him and help him just like he did with Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker. Well, that ship sailed, and those guys are terrible on the court together, and D'Lo's out. And then like maybe contending for a playoff spot was probably on his mind too. And so all of those things are gone. And then maybe the fourth thing would be playing in front of Timberwolves fans that he loved and loved him, and he's been playing in empty arenas all year. So it might just make sense for that marriage to come to an end.
Write that down.
All right, Jake, your second prediction.
All right, for my second pick, I'm going to do the March Madness one, and I'm going to say that Gonzaga will get to the Final Four.
All right.
Okay. So, all right.
that.
I see what you're doing. You got to raise that batting average.
No, that's a good one.
Yep. So I feel like sometimes the listeners almost feel ashamed to swing for a seeing eye single. Like the listeners want to get on here and flex their home run power, but sometimes you just need a little base knock to left center field. Just get on base, and that's what Jake's doing here. Judd?
Zach Parise won't play for the Wild next season. Zach Parise won't play, and I'm wording this very carefully, Declan, won't play because he could be on the roster. There could be something that allows him to be on the roster but not playing. Mm-hmm. So Zach Parise won't play for the Wild next season. He plays 0 games.
I like the wording. It's very good wording. And
I'm
also,
being very careful because let's say
he tears his Achilles and misses the season, you still get the point.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I were to be flippant about this and get careless, it could be used against me in a court. Write that down.
Write this down.
Oh, man, that's a perfect segue. Because by the NHL trade deadline, there will be a credible report mentioning the availability of Zach Parise. So we'll have to find the credible report. We'll have the 2 out of 3 jurisdiction, but someone will, and I'm being specific, the availability. Because, like, I know anyone could throw out, like, a possibility, like, oh, we could, reckless speculation, because I think that's kind of BS. But they're going to mention the availability of Zach Parise between now and the trade deadline.
Okay. I feel like that's not a home run. I think it's probably.
I don't think it's a home run. No. That's
no,
fine.
No. I'm sorry to step in, but that's not
fine.
That's not even close to a home run. That really didn't
Write
take
it down. You like writing things down.
chutzpah to make that prediction.
For sure. Yeah.
Write this
But I
down.
do love you, sports.
Ben Johnson will come in, and he will land at least 3 top 500 national recruits from Minnesota in the 2022 recruiting class. So 2022 recruiting class, among the top 500 national recruits, he'll land 3 from Minnesota within that bunch. Write this down. I think there's like 8. I want to say 8 or 9 within the top 500. And I'm using 247sports.com. But I want to reserve the right to use any recruiting service that I see fit to make this prediction.
Where do we draw that line?
There's 3 of them. There's Rivals.
Okay, so it's 3, but that's fine.
I think there's like 3 main ones. I'm not going to find you like
you're not going to
WalterBasketball.com.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that some kid in his basement in Edina didn't have a ranking that fit your criteria.
Phil, can you read that prediction one more time just so I have it correct?
Yep.
I think I have it written down.
Ben Johnson will land at least 3 top 500 recruits in the 2022 class from Minnesota. From Minnesota, put on the end. He might get somebody else from outside the side, and that's great too. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Write that down.
I only care about the Minnesota kids. All right, back to Jake. Jake from State Farm. Your last prediction.
This one I think I guess it's up to you, but I think would probably be a home run just considering the Twins' track record. But I think I write that down, the Twins will make the playoffs and will reach at least the ALCS.
That's a home run.
Yeah.
They've lost 18 consecutive playoff games. That's a grand slam home run.
That's a home run for sure. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm not allowing my mind to go anywhere near there. I mean, I am even when we get to the trade deadline, I've told these guys, when we start talking, if the Twins are in contention for the division and we start talking about, add another number 2 starter here and there, the end of that sentence cannot be to win a World Series. It has to be to win a playoff game. Only once they accomplish that goal can we then talk about the next things on the checklist. But I like that Jake's going there. Jake, since you've made it to this point on Write That Down, is there anyone in your life that you'd like to thank that got you here?
I'd like to thank you guys first and foremost for letting me be on here, and then I'd like to thank my girlfriend. She's actually we have a puppy, and she's currently watching the dog, so it doesn't annoy me. So I'd like to thank her.
Oh, let's see the puppy. No, I want to see the puppy. I love puppies.
We are big puppy fans in this show.
Come on, let's see the puppy.
Hold on. Hey, Maddie, bring me the puppy.
Thank you, Maddie.
That's awesome.
I feel like we have a lot of
I am
would
a
say
sucker for dogs.
50 to 75% of our listeners that come on here and Write That Down predictions have to thank their wife or girlfriend for just allowing them
they
to
should.
do stuff.
100%.
They deserve credit.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, Maddie.
Who's a good boy?
That's hi.
Maddie.
What's going on? That is
Judd,
a
the dog's
dog.
name. The dog's name isn't Maddie. His girlfriend's name is.
Oh, the girlfriend's. Hi, Maddie. Hi.
Hi,
no,
dog.
I said hi to the. No, I said hi to the girlfriend. She said hi.
Okay.
And then I said, good boy. That's a nice dog.
That is a great looking pup.
Jake, that's awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jake.
Appreciate it, man.
Take care, man. That's
awesome.
Jake taking.
I was saying hi to the girlfriend. She said hi to us.
You thought the dog's name was Maddie.
Veteran play at the line there, Judd Zolgad.
No,
Veteran play at the line.
She said she got in and waved and said hi.
yeah.
I said hi, Maddie.
Wow.
And then I said, "Oh, the dog."
I wouldn't have
I
been-
love dogs. You know what? People are right. We as humans don't deserve dogs.
No, you're right. But I wouldn't have been able to play that off very well. I'm proud of you. Good for you.
Well, if she hadn't ducked in, I wouldn't have said her name.
Write that down.
All right, back to Judd.
All right.
That's a good boy. I love dogs, man. I'm just such a sucker
Got
for
a dog
dogs.
prediction?
No, I don't. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is from a conversation we had yesterday briefly. Andrelton Simmons will win the AL Gold Glove at shortstop this season. New Twin shortstop Andrelton Simmons will win the American League Gold Glove at that position.
You know what? This is it's a Gold Glove prediction, but it's really disguised as a health prediction because I think if he plays 140 or 150 games, he wins the Gold Glove, and so it's just a matter of can that dude stay on the field for the better part of the season. I like it. He's going to be super fun to watch. Declan, your final prediction.
Yeah,
Write
my
it
final
down.
one.
You like writing things down.
Alex Killoff will be called up no earlier than June 1st.
Oh, wow.
June.
Oh, so
1st.
he's going to essentially
So,
play a month in St. Paul.
My logic here is number one, the minor league season actually doesn't start till May. Remember
May
that.
4th.
Yep.
That's when they start.
So they're going to have that abbreviated. Also, I don't know. Are they? I was talking to my buddy about this yesterday. Are they all just going to stay in Florida in April? Or are they going to come back to CHS? April in Minnesota is it's in like a line out like a lamb. You don't know what kind of weather you're going to get.
I think they would prefer to just hang out in Florida and work out on the side fields.
So I think my logic here is he'll remain in Florida most likely for all of April. Once the spring training starts, he'll play all of May. I mean, pending an injury. An injury is the most likely path of him getting called up earlier before that. But I think he'll be down there at least till June.
Okay.
June 1st.
Okay. That's a good prediction. I mean,
I love how
I don't know, but it's a good prediction.
I love how we went from the Twins are going to buck the trend. The Twins felt good enough about Alex Killoff having not taken a swing in a game in 2020 because there was no minor leagues, to starting him in an elimination playoff game against the Astros. They felt good enough about him to do that. And by the way, he put a couple good swings on ball. He did nothing in that game that would make you think he was in over his head. He has 2 bad weeks in spring training where everybody just you can't judge anything on spring training. They're like, oh no, he's not coming up till August.
Half the lineup for half the regulars for the Twins. Kepler isn't hitting, Sano isn't hitting. May as well send those guys down too.
So no, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Phil.
All right, final prediction here.
Write that down.
I'm going to make an Alex Killoff prediction as well.
Okay.
Alex Killoff will still win American League Rookie of the Year.
Wow.
Write it down.
That's a ballsy prediction.
Alex Killoff will still win American League Rookie of the Year. I think that dude is legit.
Guts.
He's got a Cody Bellinger-like swing. We'll see if he can produce at that same level. That's all off the record. That's all off
Way
the record.
to put the pressure on him.
Man.
On the Killoff front, just let's. By the way, it's a wrap on Write That Down. Thanks for Jake's participation and also his girlfriend Maddie and their beautiful dog.
Who's a good boy? Who's the good boy?
We wouldn't send you down to AAA, puppy.
No. You're the good boy. Too good a boy to send down.
Who wants to go to the vet? You want to go to the vet? No.
Who wants to go to the vet?
Twins conversations on this show are going to be plentiful. Last year, we broke Twins games down on a daily basis like they were football games, and so there's going to be more Twins discussions throughout the summer on this show than probably any other show in the Twin Cities, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But on the Alex Killoff front, I do find it kind of funny that the narrative was, the Twins are going to buck the trend before spring training. It's the common thing is to hold down these rookies for 2 weeks in the minor leagues to get the extra year of service time. It's all a very confusing process. But the Twins are going to buck that trend because the right thing to do is to start the season with Alex Killoff. It's like, all right, he has a couple bad weeks in spring training, and immediately they see the window to send him down. Now, do you guys think that they're sending him down because, some red flags popped up in that spring training slump, and we just need him to smooth those things out for a couple months? Or do you think they're playing the service time game?
They're playing the service time game, but I'm PO'd here at Killoff because, buddy, all I wanted you to do, hit like 280, okay? Make the decision obvious. Now, I know that it's spring training, but, he hit 129. So the sell on this is not that hard. I really wanted a good throwdown, knockdown, drag out, an obvious indicator that this was about service time. The one thing I will say, though, anybody who is playing, and this is where I doubt myself a little bit on the suggestion that this is all about the service time game. Okay, so the CBA between the players and the league is up at the end of this season. They are probably going to have a work stoppage of some sort because they are going to brawl about everything. Like it's been years. I believe the last baseball work stoppage was 94. We've had peace since then, labor-wise. I think we're now going to have a big brawl, and I really believe that the only reason why Manfred got this job was for this brawl. Like, because this is the thing is, you don't have to like baseball if you're going to break the players. I believe that when they come back, the service time thing is going to be changed because it's among the simplest and yet most stupid things. Yeah. Like, think about this. Killoff is going to be under team control for an extra year if he is not on the Twins roster for 15 of the, I believe the ordinary big league season is considered 187 days, Phil. So if he is not on the roster for 15 of those days, the Twins gain an extra year. There is no way that the next time baseball is played after 2021 that we are going to come back with that rule. It's it's stupid.
I mean, it's incentivizing teams to hold their most exciting young players down in the minor leagues.
And
think
who
about other sports trying to do that.
And who landed at 15 days though? Like, I could see saying 2 months. Like 2 months, okay, now a decision has to be made. But it's 15 days. It's a moronic thing. So, but my point is, when baseball comes back, that's wiped out. Now, are guys like Killoff grandfathered into the old system? That might be the case. But that's where I do doubt myself a bit, because Falvey and Levine and the Twins aren't stupid people. There is no way that they really sit there and think this rule is going to hold up. This rule will be out an extra 2 weeks to change that rule. So that's where I'm a little bit on the fence as far as the actual service time game, because I don't think it's going to be a thing after 2021.
Yeah. The guy that we never talk about, and he was also sent down in the same batch earlier this week as Alex Killoff. Another first-round pick, Trevor Larnick. He was the 20th overall pick by the Twins in the 2018 draft.
Yes.
Corner outfielder, could probably play some first base. And this dude, I remember when he got drafted, and I as a baseball nerd and a guy who covered baseball, I heard amazing things about him from the Pac-12, just like guys who follow college baseball on a regular basis. So his last year, I think he was a junior when he came out. His last year in the Pac-12, this dude hit 350 with 40 extra base hits in 68 games. So he basically averaged like just under an extra base hit every game with an OPS of 1,116. He was one of the best hitters in the Pac-12, and a lot of that was damage done on Friday nights when you're facing some of the best pitchers in the country. Mm-hmm. And with the Twins in the minor leagues, he has not missed a beat. This dude is hitting for power. This dude mostly doubles power and some home run power, but he's hitting for average and power, and he doesn't strike out a ton. And we never talk about Trevor Larnick. We only talk about Killoff and Royce Lewis and Brent Rooker, and so obviously they're going to hold him down too, not necessarily just for service. He only has like 150 at-bats at AA.
Right.
So I just think out of the Rooker, Killoff, Larnick, and eventually Royce Lewis when he comes back after he's going to miss another year here with the injury. If two of those guys can break out and be stars for you, you're in business. But I think there's a chance that three, maybe all four could be stars, and you're going to see that influx. It's just too bad that you can't start to see some, like at least with Killoff, you can't start to see him right away because of just ridiculous service time.
Opening day, left field against the Brewers. Kyle Garlick will start. Kyle
Is that really,
Garlick, who's
you really
29.
Think that's gonna happen?
Yes.
You want to write that down?
Dude.
In fact, Patrick told me on Unchained on Monday they like him a lot, and he's 29, I believe, and they picked him off. He was bouncing around on waivers last year, and I think
That's
in February
the key phrase. He's
they took
29
him from
and he's
the Braves.
bouncing around off waivers. Like,
Come on,
he's a
come on, my
backup
man. He's the
outfielder.
most Twins player ever.
He's a
Kyle
backup
Garlick.
outfielder.
Kyle Garlick.
Look, I know it'd be great to see Larnick, but I also want to see what Brent Rooker can do. He had a great little cup of coffee last year. He's
And he had a good-
26 years old.
He had a good spring.
You know, like there's really nothing left for him to accomplish in the minor leagues. Zero. Like he's 26, man. So you may as well start him at left field and see. He's probably going to be a butcher. He's probably not going to
he is.
He's not going to be good with his
He
glove.
is. I saw him. Yeah,
but
he's
his
a butcher.
His bat can play, and I want to see what he can do.
Here's the thing. Like and I have admittedly, like Judd's probably seen more of Kyle Garlick than I have, but is Kyle Garlick a plus defender in a corner outfield spot? That's the only the only logic would be we're going to put a ridiculous outfield defense out there, and we have a ridiculous shortstop and third baseman. If you're banking on a 29-year-old journeyman minor leaguer just coming in and being a mainstay, he's a backup outfielder.
He had a good spring though. He had a good spring, and they'll put. Yep, I'm telling you.
Teams get so tricked.
I'm
by
not
good
defending.
springs.
I'm not defending this. I am just saying. I think Kyle Garlick starts against the Brewers opening day. And by the way, congratulations, baseball. You have made it impossible for Nelson Cruz to be in the Twins opening day lineup. And you have made it possible for Kyle Garlick because of service time to be. Like, this is a baseball thing.
I mean, and Do-Hung Park did report today that the most commonly used outfield for the Twins this spring has been Kepler, Buxton, Rooker. So
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
But I could see him trying to justify Kyle
God,
Garlick's existence.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious. All right. Hey, by the way, we're giving away $100 every single day now through the rest of the week as part of our SKOR North Pick Your Prize month. So it's very easy. You just have to open the SKOR North app and enter the Pick Your Prize contest through listener rewards, and you'll be eligible to win $100. You can enter once per day through March 26th. The winners of those $100 prizes are also entered into a $10,000 Pick Your Prize grand prize drawing where you get to pick one of 9 different $10,000 value prizes. You can find out all the information and all the different partners that we have involved in this. SKORNorth.com or download the SKOR North app is probably the easiest way because it's an app-exclusive contest that we're running here. The SKOR North app, free to download, Apple and Android devices. Register and enter through listener rewards. Thanks to everyone who's done that so far. We're on track in the month of March to break new records for podcast downloads across the SKOR North network, including Purple Daily and Mackey and Judd, and also YouTube views. And we might even flirt with an app record too. So you guys are helping us continue to push this thing and grow this thing. And if there's anyone out there too that wants to be partners with the show, if you want to advertise your business on the show, we're always open to those discussions as well as we keep pushing this thing forward for Minnesota sports fans. Just send an email to me, pmackey@skornorth.com, if you want to get your company's message on the show.
Hold on a
If
second.
you want Judd to be pitching a product for you.
Are you? Wait. Let me get this straight. Are you telling me that if there is a beer distributor, a bar out there that wants their message out there, that I could have the honor of delivering that pitch and selling it as hard as possible? Because once I get those vaccines, I'd be on a stool at your bar every night.
Hey, folks. Judd Zolgad here.
You know what? In fact, I
just
could do, with technology, I could do the show from your bar. I don't care where these two are. I could do the show with your beer.
folks.
So
Declan's got a couple.
We had here.
Declan's got a couple seltzers in. He does the couple seltzers in
Yep.
social media videos. How about 9 beers in for Judd Zolgad?
Well,
Judd
depends on
Zolgad
what,
here. I'm about 9 beers in.
It depends-
And I'm going to talk about the Wild.
it depends on the alcohol content. That very much depends on the alcohol content.
Couple pilsners in. I can see it. Couple pilsners in.
Hey, don't joke. I love that idea.
Couple lagers
I love
in.
that idea.
all in.
Find me.
Love it. All right, that's a wrap on Mackey and Judd. We'll see you guys for a little reckless speculation Thursday tomorrow.